If you're thinking about moving to Windsor, Colorado, or you're just looking for new construction in northern Colorado, I want to show you a housing option that I think a lot of buyers may not even realize it exists. I'm here today at PrairieSong in Windsor, Colorado, taking a look at the Cottage collection by Hartford Homes. These homes really caught my attention because they offer something a little different. They're smaller, low maintenance, single family homes, but they're detached. So you're not sharing walls like you would in a typical townhome. And with homes ranging from 2 to 4 bedrooms, I think these could work for every first-time buyer to downsizers and people relocating to northern Colorado. Let me show you around. PrairieSong is a growing master plan community here in Windsor, Colorado. And there are several different housing options being developed throughout the community. Today, we're specifically looking at Hartford's Cottage collection. These homes range approximately from just over 1,000 square feet to 1,800 square feet with 2 and 4 bedroom options and 1 and 2 car garages. So if you're someone who wants a single family home but doesn't necessarily want 25 or 3,000 square feet to maintain, this is an interesting alternative. As you're looking around this home, one of the things you might want to notice is how efficiently the space is being used. You're getting an open concept living spaces with modern finishes people are looking for in new construction without necessarily paying for a ton of square footage that you don't need. And that's why I think these cottages could appeal to several different types of buyers. Maybe you're buying your first home and you want to get into Windsor. Maybe you're relocating to northern Colorado and want something that's easy to maintain. Or maybe you're currently living in a much larger home and you've started thinking about downsizing. You may still want your own house and you still might want your own outdoor space, and you just don't want all the maintenance that comes with a large property. These cottages give you another option. Now let's talk about something everybody wants to know about: the price. As of my visit today, Hartford has cottage inventory here at PrairieSong ranging from approximately the low 400s to just under 500,000. And there are currently several homes that are move-in ready along with additional incentives. Of course, this is new construction. Inventory changes daily, prices change, and the builder's incentives can change as well. So if you're watching this video and you're interested in one of these homes, don't rely on the price you see in older videos or online listings. Reach out to me and I'll find out exactly what's going on with the current inventory and current incentives that are being offered right now. There's another option Hartford told me about when I was visiting, and I really think it's interesting and you might want to know about it. On certain properties, there's an opportunity to add an ADU unit, an accessory dwelling unit. That opens up quite a few possibilities. It could potentially provide additional space for visiting family members, multi-generational living, a home office, or even rental income, depending on the property, builder options, and applicable rules. So if an ADU is important to you, that's something we would want to investigate before selecting your particular home and lot. Now let's talk about PrairieSong itself. The community includes parks, trails, and open spaces, but there's also a major future amenity plan called the Nest Lifestyle Center. The Nest is currently scheduled to break ground next spring, with an anticipation opening date in 2019. Plans include a water park with a slide, indoor and outdoor flex spaces, and even a restaurant. Obviously, with the future development timelines, plans can change, but I think it's important for buyers to understand not only that it exists in the neighborhood today, but what is planned for the future. PrairieSong, now I want to give you an important piece of advice. If you're considering buying here or really anywhere in new construction in northern Colorado, talk to your realtor before you start visiting builders. When you walk into a builder's office, the salesperson there works for the builder. That doesn't mean there's anything wrong with working with them directly, but it's important to understand who represents who. As your realtor, I'm there to represent you and to let you know about the area and all the other construction and other properties in the area. And buying a new construction involves more than just choosing your favorite floor plan. You can look at the builders and the incentives, financing options, lot premiums, HOA costs, metro district and property taxes, upgrades, the future development, and something buyers sometimes forget about is resale value. I want to help you look at the entire picture before you make the decision. And if you're moving to Windsor from another part of Colorado or relocating here from another state, you have a lot more options than you may find on a quick Google search when you're working with a realtor. There's new construction happening throughout Windsor and northern Colorado, and different communities can offer very different homes, amenities, tax structures, and lifestyles. My job isn't to convince you to buy in a particular builder or development. My job is to help you figure out which home and which community makes the most sense for you. Sometimes that new construction, sometimes that's an existing home, and sometimes we tour a few different options and communities before you figure it out. That's perfectly okay. So if you're considering one of the Hartford Cottages here in PrairieSong, or thinking about building a new home, or you're simply considering a move to Windsor or northern Colorado, reach out to me. And I'd encourage you to contact me before you visit the model homes, so this way I can point you in the right direction. Tell me what you're looking for and what your budget is, and what's important to you, and I can help you compare different communities, builders, homes that are available. And if you already own a home and you're wondering how you're going to sell your current home and coordinate that with buying a new home or new build, I can help you with that as well, the entire process. Whether you're buying your first home, moving up, downsizing, relocating, buying new construction, or selling a home here in northern Colorado, I love to be your real estate resource. I'm Amy, your northern Colorado realtor, and thanks for watching. Call, text, or message me, and let's talk about your next move. I'll see you on the next tour.